Hey guys, welcome to my presentation on mitochondria. First, let's talk about why it's important. It's important because it supplies energy for us to do anything we want. So without it, it would cause devastating effects on our brain and muscle cells, since they are the ones that use the most energy. Second, let's talk about the function of mitochondria. The main function is to perform cellular respiration, which takes nutrients from the cell and breaks them down and turns them into energy, or ATP, which is then used to perform many other functions in the cell. What are the parts of the mitochondria? First, we have the outer membrane, which is selectively permeable and surrounds the mitochondria. Then we have the inner membrane, which folds inward to create extra surface space for cellular respiration. Both of these membranes are phospholipid bilayers. The folds in the inner membrane are called cristies. The mitochondria also contains a matrix, which has many functions. This is where the citric acid cycle takes place, which is an important step in cellular respiration since it produces ATP. The matrix also contains mitochondrial DNA. After that, we have the inner membrane space, which is a space between the inner and outer membrane. The main function is oxidative phosphorylation. This has a different concentration than the inner membrane. Now we have the electron transport chain. This has many redox reactions. An example would be the oxidation of glucose that occurs in cellular respiration. After that, we have ATP synthesis. The function is to synthesize ATP from ADP and inorganic phosphate. The article. The name of my article is Dying Organs Restored to Life in Novel Experiments. The article is about many experiments two physicians conducted. They were conducting tests on how the mitochondria could heal a damaged heart. They did various experiments on pigs. They created many electron micrographs of the cells that were damaged, and if the mitochondria was small and translucent, it meant that they were unhealthy. Both of them tried to revive the cells, but nothing worked. After some time, one of them, Dr. McCulley, decided to inject healthy mitochondria into damaged heart cells. He was again working with pigs. He first isolated the mitochondria with enzymes, and he recovered 10 to 30 billion mitochondria. He injected 1 billion into the injured heart cells and saw that the mitochondria started to work because they started supplying energy and they recovered the pig's heart. In this article, Dr. Amani, one of the physicians, tried doing it but with human babies. Some of the experiments didn't work because their hearts couldn't recover. And he came up with a theory, which was that the human heart had to be very ill in order for this to work. And they decided to test it out on a patient who had a very weak heart because it was deprived of oxygen. He was put on ECMO, and they tried the experiment on him. Again, they ejected 1 billion mitochondria, and the baby, in 2 days, his heart was functioning normally. This meant that their experiment was successful. They are trying to do a trial for this, but there's a scarcity of people. Here's my bibliography.